The stage is set for the fifth and final Republican debate of the year. Tonight, the top 9 candidates will face off in prime time in Las Vegas, and foreign policy is expected to be front and center. Live from Las Vegas with a preview of the big night, Fox News senior national correspondent John Roberts. Good morning, John.
Heather, good morning to you. Las Vegas, it's unlike any I've seen in a while. The windshield is just a little bit below freezing this morning, but it promises to be a real hot night. You know, despite what the pundits and other politicians say about what he has to say, Donald Trump just seems to be incapable of hurting himself in the polls with what he says. The latest numbers have got him in this Monmouth poll 27 points ahead of second place Ted Cruz. Donald Trump weighs in now with 41%. That, despite predictions that his comments about banning Muslims were going to undo everything that he's been trying to do up until this point. Trump is going to try to extend that lead further tonight with a performance that, if this rally last night in Las Vegas at his Trump casino is any indication, will focus heavily on outrage over letting terrorists like Tashfeen Malik into the country. Let's listen.
The system totally broke down. She came in on a visa, fiance visa. Oh, so romantic. Isn't that wonderful? She's just wonderful, right? She came in on a fiance visa. Nobody ever even heard of a fiance visa. Nobody. Did you ever hear of it? Fiance.
The San Bernardino attack is likely to figure prominently tonight. In particular, the news that U.S. immigration authorities did not look at Malik's social media profile before issuing her a so-called K-1 visa. I spoke yesterday with the former Florida Governor Jeb Bush about that. He said as president, he would change the system.
It is absolutely absurd. If you try to get a job at any casino or any business at Fox, you would never have, of course the HR department would check the social media of the applicant. We're now living in a world where people can't, because of the ACLU, worried about the civil liberties of this woman who was radicalized before she came. This is absurdity beyond reason.
The lineup on tonight's debate stage is going to be a little different than the last Fox Business Network debate in Milwaukee. Donald Trump again will be center stage, but look at this to his left. Ted Cruz, because he's been surging in the polls. Ben Carson will be to Trump's right, Rubio beside Carson, Bush beside Cruz, and then the rest of them on the stage. One thing interesting to note, Heather and Leah, is that Chris Christie is back on the big kid stage. That's because he's been focusing a lot on New Hampshire. The host network took those polls into account, and so Christie back on the stage tonight, hoping to make a big impression as well, because he's really trying to make some moves up there in New Hampshire. Back to you.
Yep, getting down to the wire. Thank you so much, John. Appreciate it.